I share Slingshot's ethos of making something that's unique and is going to break through the noise. I don't think we could be making CRO crimes with anyone else. Spiralyze is a CRO conversion rate optimization company. We deliver 30% conversion lift for websites in the first 90 days. And there are 34,000 websites that A/B test somewhere on their site. We scrape all of them, find everyone else's A/B tests, and then run the best ones for our clients. Yeah, so the before state for us was client referrals. Number two was typical marketing campaigns, outbound campaigns, inbound campaigns. The new thing we did was content on LinkedIn. That was our starting point. We knew our audience hung out there. There are plenty of proven models for how to do it. Doesn't mean it's easy, but we could see what at least good looked like, or better than what we were doing, which was very little. And we were kind of trial and erroring our way through it. And when we started working with Slingshot, it became a lot more strategic. I see content as something that complements all the other growth strategies of the company. So it makes outbound work better, it makes inbound work better, it creates awareness, it creates some sense of brand. So it's not the only way to do it, but it's an important way to do it. And I would say prior to us working together, we were doing a little bit, and I was ready for us to take it to the next level. The partnership there, what I've gotten a lot of value from, is taking this version 1.0 and getting to 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, whatever version we're on now. We've created like multiple streams of content. So we have a show, it's the flagship, it's the anchor. We have the show, CRO Crimes. Now we create stills out of it because they're quicker to produce, where we just take like a single game we played. And it's great because the audience can play along, so it's engaging. I say, here, I played this game with Randy Wooten. He's the CEO of Maxio. Can you beat him? And people do it in the comment thread, which is great. It's different than the typical LinkedIn commenting. And now we've tried this thing where we do CRO criminals, where I describe like, here's a CMO that did hard time for a CRO crime. And I go on that. And so what it's given us is now kind of a portfolio approach to what we're doing. And recently, for the first time, we took the show on the road, and we did a live show at a conference. And not only was it fun, and I think it was different than the typical conference presentation. I got positive feedback. Of course, that's gratifying personally, but it also created sales opportunities for Spiralyze. And at the end of the day, as CEO, my job is to make the cash register ring. The fundamental premise of working with an outside partner is they have expertise that you don't have in-house, and they're going to get you there faster. That was my primary KPI. So I would say if I had worked with Ollie, we started out with a 3-month pilot. That's what I told him. I was like, hey, I'll do anything. Let's try this. Let's see if it works. Works being the output is instantly better, more, and is doing something for my audience. So that was the KPI. Well, I'll tell you, it just happened yesterday. I did a sales pitch for a CMO who watched the CMO Crimes first ever live edition at this conference I went to in Palo Alto, California. And I didn't meet her. She was in the audience. And after she went to the organizer and said, hey, that was pretty cool. Can I talk to the CEO? Because maybe we could benefit from some of what Spiralyze does. But I barely talked about Spiralyze in it. And he put me in touch, and we did a pitch. Now, who knows what's going to happen with that? 100%, there's no way we get that swing at the bat without that. And that is a CMO. It's our most highly coveted ICP. How do you get a chief marketing officer on a cold pitch? Really difficult. I'll admit sometimes I'm a little embarrassed when someone goes, "Hey, Sahil, I just want to chat. I'm a big fan of the content," and like my ego goes way up, and then I feel like I'm a little like, like I'm a little embarrassed. I feel like, oh, they, like they've watched like talking head me on LinkedIn. Um, so it's a little warmer. It is, but I would tell you my take after the first 30 seconds. I don't think it's a factor. At that point we've transitioned into a commercial transaction. Now, but after the pitch, they sometimes say no. Just and that's fine. But the content becomes a way they can continue to interact with me in a way that's not me sending an email 6 weeks later being, "Hey, what can I do to bring you back to the table?" So I think the thing that's been great is that Slingshot shares kind of my ethos, or I share Slingshot's ethos of making something that's unique and is going to break through the noise. And I think if I had told you guys like, "Hey guys, I'm going to pay you the fee and let's host a weekly podcast where we talk about digital marketing and CRO," you guys would have done it, would have been fine. But you know, there's a bunch of other companies where we could do that too. I don't think we could be making CRO crimes with anyone else.